First of all, I want to thank. Hi, Dad. Thanks for cheering. First of all, I'd like to thank everybody for coming, and I want to give a big round of applause for Molly and Ryan. I think, particularly Molly, looks absolutely gorgeous tonight. Just hold on while I take a sip of my wine here. I needed a little bit of liquid courage. You see, Molly usually does all the talking for both of us, so I thought I'd get some wine in before I started. Before I start my speech, I'd like to thank Mr. and Mrs. McCafferty and Mama and Papa Casto, not only for everything that they have done leading up to tonight, but for raising two amazing children that grew up. Big round of applause. Those children grew up to be amazing adults, friends, doctors, and siblings to a lot of us. See, I've known Molly since we were 5 years old, and I've had the privilege of having the title of her best friend. Since we were little girls, we've always talked about this wedding day. Lock it up, Molly. I'm so thankful that this day is finally here, and that she's found that special someone who's willing to put up with her the rest of her life. I'm tired. It's a long 29 years. From the first time Molly talked about you, Ryan, I knew you were her person. And from the first time I saw you two together, I knew you were each other's soulmates. See, I've always been her best friend until a few years ago, when she looked into those big brown eyes and whispered those very special words, "I love you, Riley." That's right, Ryan. Riley kind of takes the show, so we still have a lot of room to do in that best friend category, but I'm up for the challenge if you are. So. Now, on a serious note, I'm so happy for you two, and I'm so happy to be your maid of honor. If we could all raise our glasses while I repeat this Irish toast. There are 4 things you must never do: lie, steal, cheat, or drink. But if you must lie, lie in the arms of the ones you love. If you must steal, steal away from bad company. If you must cheat, cheat death. And if you must drink, drink in the moments that take your breath away. Here's the new Mr. and Mrs. Ryan McCafferty.
I kind of wanted to start out in the beginning just talking about Molly for a brief moment. Dear Lord, she will have no problem raising children. She put up with 11 of Ryan's friends, including myself, for 5 years. That alone deserves the utmost applause, if not a Nobel Peace Prize. Very well done. When I first met Molly, she came into the house my second year of medical school with Ryan on a Saturday afternoon. Afternoon, I say loosely. Ryan and I had been studying very hard the night before. We were very tired, and she brought us some Gatorades to rehydrate. Which, if you heard any of the speeches today, all of what was said was so true. She is so sweet, so giving, so caring. And from that moment on, really, all of that was reinforced. She and I had the chance to get to know each other a little further my 4th year of medical school, when we were roommates for a brief period of time. I'm a rather difficult person to live with. Cheers. And Molly hoodwinked me into watching Frozen. She promised it was Braveheart. The DVDs got switched. And so I sat down, and I was ready to watch Braveheart. Cheers. And in the middle of the movie, I get this text message, and it's for Ryan, and it says, "I totally tricked Greg into watching Frozen." And I just looked over laughing, saying, "You know you sent that to me." No, absolutely an amazing person. I couldn't think of a better match for Ryan. So cheers to Molly before I get to Ryan. Thank you. Thank you. I won't take too much more of your time because I know you don't care really what I have to say. When Ryan asked me to be his best man, I was kind of taken back. That was a big moment because it really kind of signified really how far we had come. I mean, we met our first year in medical school. I still remember the day, orientation week, traditionally known for its academic inspiration. I looked across the 200-person auditorium and I saw Ryan, who was looking over at me going, which, as you all know, is a medical term for let's study the triceps. Triceps. And from then on, we never spent a moment apart. We had a blast. We had so many ridiculous memories, which unfortunately I can't share with any of you guys because this has to be PG, and I will disclose none of that. But what I do want to share with you is kind of a special moment, which I think kind of signifies their relationship in general. And that was when Ryan and I were at the, American Osteopathic Association in San Diego. We were giving some presentations. We did excellent. And we decided at the end of this whole spiel, and this is something that actually he and I have never spoken about since this moment, so this is kind of a first time. We went to the beach. We were like, hey, well, let's go to Dewey Beach. Let's have a good time. Let's see what California is all about. And we had a blast. We were hanging out. We were doing our thing, and we decided, why not go out and go do some body surfing? Who's not going to catch some waves? You're in California. A couple of babes walking by. But we got caught in a riptide, a current. And you guys are laughing. This is unfortunately very kind of scary. We got caught in this rip current, riptide. And I can't speak. It was kind of overwhelming, and it overtook us. And we were very quickly out of our comfort zone, very nervous, very scared, which turned into kind of terror and fright because we were getting hit by waves. He was holding me up. I was holding him up. The guys who were on the beach were probably like, what are these two guys doing? They must be from out of town. And there were moments, I know, in his life and in my mind, I was like, man, we're getting pummeled. And at no point in time were we going to give up on each other. We were going to be there. And so we stuck it out. We fought it out, and then the lifeguard came and bailed us out. We got back on the beach. We grabbed our stuff. We walked off. We never spoke another word about it because it was that embarrassing. Ryan's infamous for his, McCafferty sabbaticals. 72 hours after a test, you're not studying, you're not touching any books. Ryan's infamous for his love for sports. People mentioned today the words genuine, the words caring. Those are understatements. He's the best friend in the world. And when I think of the love that you guys have, when two people are cut from the same cloth come together, they're going to keep each other afloat. And that's something that's really awesome. So cheers to Ryan and Molly. I love you both. Cheers. Drink up.